What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and this is the last video we will be doing before you get to catch me live in Miami. I'll be there this weekend playing in the tournament, so let's see what DigiFest has in store, and let's go over some of the amazing Market Watch values we got for you today. And let's dive into the video. So let's talk about it. Analog Youth alternate art is holding its value as it's still like in the $80 range, and it's just going to hold there, and it's just a ticking time bomb before it becomes $88. This isn't holding this for long. Once they go, they're going to be expensive as always, and it's just going to hold up since it sees competitive play with purple, and it'll see competitive play with the red hybrid decks. Just keep that in mind. And over in the UK, you get about the same thing, about 80 bucks, and it'll be costing you a little bit of extra money to shift over here. Let's talk about Omnimon Zord Defeat alternate arts. He's been on this slowly leveling plane. There's just not much more left for him. I don't trust anybody with 0 percentages, so he's about $65 because I'm betting I can't buy these. Sometimes that's what it is, and they're just trying to lower the values. Now we have $66 over in the UK market, so they're holding at least something here. Just keep that in mind. Now we also have X-Antibody alternate arts. Why am I going to start talking about this card? Well, we are going into, once BT89 comes in, you're going to want to have your X-Antibodies. Now, for your red decks, your blue decks, anything like that, especially if they are you fighting against GrandisKuwagamon, you're going to be wanting to stop those attacks. Well, X-Antibody at least allows you to mitigate that cost. So just really think about it. I mean, I'm suggesting this because he is very low end. Pick up your couple copies of him, hold on to him. You're only going to need like maybe 1, maybe 2. But once he starts gaining traction, and any way, shape, or form they make a better Omnimon, I mean, this card is still really good against OTKing decks because they got to remove him first, and usually they don't have the option just to literally just kill him off. And then you just remove a couple sources, stop the attacks, and they're not going to really have the resources to keep coming at you. Just really think about it. He's like 25 in the Euro market. Not a bad pickup area too. Just think about it. I think it's a good pickup. Now, GrandisKuwagamon, I know I talked about him a little bit ago. He had a massive skyrocketing. He's now sitting at some good value. Make sure you have your playset. I'm really recommending this because you're going to need at least some of this if you're going to play GrandisKuwaga in BT9, and probably going forwards, you're going to always want him. The problem comes down to is, I think he's gotten a DigiFest reprint, or he's got some sort of reprint coming. I don't know. I don't know if he has a reprint. I would have to double check that, but I feel like he doesn't have a reprint coming, so we're pretty solid there. And I think just getting your copies, holding on to it, just make sure you have it. I think until they give him another reprint, you're really going to want him. In the Europe side, if you can just pick up a couple of these, I think 3 for $4 each, and then just flip them for a few bucks on our side, I think might be a good investment. AncientGreymon alternate arts are actually starting to slowly see a decrease. Yes, it's a great deck, but still, blue stun is just still oppressive. You're going to be walking into that deck, and if you're going to be walking into a deck, why are you going to use AncientGreymon to walk into it? I feel like you're just missing out on pieces. Just keep this in mind. AncientGreymon alternate art, it's about 54 over there. Just watch out. Just keep it on the low. AncientGreymon is finally coming down, so he's now in the $40 range, which is good. It's good to see when this card starts leveling off. When he reaches 30, start grabbing him. I think 30 is an acceptable price for the secret, and I feel like you'll be more confident with it. I mean, slowly picking it up, use your store credit. Most people have probably traded this in. If not, just gonna have to keep with it. We got $40 in the Euro side, not bad. Now let's talk about Garurumon Event Pack 2. I know this is going to be really sounding weird, but if you want to max rarity the X-Antibody Garurumons, start picking this up. I think $34 is really good. You're going to be wanting to just get your cards now. This is a very important key part, but $34 is not bad. He's like 35. I think the more and more he's going to circulate, you're going to see more come into market play. Just keep this on your watch list. 24 in Europe side, and then it'll jump up to the 30 range. Now let's talk about Gabumon Event Pack 2 on play revealing. So it's just a searcher for 40 bucks. I don't suggest this. Wait until they're cycling more. We're going to have more events with Event Pack 2s in them, and you're going to get more optimal chances to pull it. So just wait on it. Don't go crazy. Just play it smart. Europe side, there is none on market, so just watch out. Agumon Event Pack 2 is $34.99. Yeah, I think, okay, nobody's been really buying him. I think the first bought is this week. Today, actually, for $34. Reasonable. I know he's been like sitting 70 and 40. Nobody wants to pick him up at that price. I think $30 is acceptable. Anything above that, I don't think it's worth your money. Yes, he is played in the X-Antibodies going forwards, but he's also played next format. But we're also going to have a card that we're going to have another foiling, but it's not the same art. So you'll have a chance to have a max rarity option. It's going to be the one for if you do your pre-releases, you get him if you win it. I think it's winning it. Yeah. Gamamon is the entry, and if you win it, you get the foiled Agumon. So it'll give you options to have multiple cards. And over here we have $24, and then it's gone. Alternate Magna Angemon. I'm highly recommending you pick up at least 2 of these. 2 of them for if you're going to max rarity Mastamon, you're gonna want this. He's gonna skyrocket it once the trial decks get closer, and then people are going to hunt this down. He's going to go right to the $34 range. I can guarantee this. He'll be sitting at like 36 by himself. So just make sure you hold on to these certain cards. Then look at this thing. Europe side, $70. I feel bad for them. Sora Joe Box Toppers. This card has been seeing a rapid climb since the start of this format. Just slowly ticking up because it's just so good. It's just a really good Tamer box topper. You're just going to want it. Make sure you get it and just keep this in mind. And $6 on the Europe side. I mean, buy it out and then wait it out, get it over here. And then you have at least you double your profit if you just buy it out over there. So keep this in mind. Tai Kamiya. He's on this love-hate of I want to be expensive, but there is another alternate art printing of him that it's not, because none of them are foiled. This card is really nice, but you'll have another option. It's up to you how you want to grab it. I think it doesn't really matter with this Tai, but that's just me. I think Tai is okay-ish to pick up, and it's like $30 on their side. TK Box Topper. This is the $23 card. I mean, you have the other version that were events packs. They look the same. One's just slightly bigger than the other. It's personal preference at this point, and you don't have. I don't think the symbol is big enough. But that's just me. I feel like if you're gonna spend money, these arts do not matter in the slightest. You want to classify this as max rarity one, you can, but the other one's equally as max rarity. They're very similar. I mean, this is what I want to show you. Look at the difference. It's both sides are going to be paying expensive amount, but this TK, look at it. The art's no difference. I feel like just save your money and just go for this. They're both alternate arts, and it's not like they're foiled. I mean, to be honest with you, if they were foiled, yeah, I would be more excited for it, but one has a light gloss feel. That's about it. So don't waste your money. Box topper, Kyrie. This card is seeing some massive climb, but slowly starting to tick down because purple yellow hybrid is not doing as well as they were hoping for. Blue hybrid is just so oppressive with its stun tactics. So Kyrie's really decent, but it's a great counter to blue. So I get it. Just keeping it on your radar. I think she's a little expensive. Now let's talk about it. We have Lady Devimon. I was going to talk about her last week, but she is pretty expensive. And what? There is no foiled, though. I don't get them. There is no foiled. The card is one type. I don't think she's foiled. Is she foiled? She might be foiled. I might be wrong. I'm being an idiot. I think she is foiled. But keep that in mind. Keep her on your radar. She's about $17. And then Tyrannomon. This card is surprisingly expensive for no reason, but $8, $8. I mean, not bad. I think that's really decent value. Let's go over the DigiFest promos. I mean, I'm going to be quite honest with you. If you're not going to play the color, flip it. Make your money's worth on your trip. These are free packs. Break them open. And boom, make your money's worth. A lot of people might be buying them at the fest right there and then. Just keep it on your radar. Zeomons, Rebellionmons, Upamons, Pikmons, Darktramons, Chikorimons, Diaboromons about $34. Come on. Cordramons, Palmons. Don't sleep on this. You got some decent headway here. Get your cards, get your copies, flip the cards you do not want. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Just move cards that you're not going to play. Get your money's worth and make it worth your while. Remember, Hero and Gamamon cannot be played in the format because they are classified BT8 cards, and we're not in BT8. Let's talk about the max rarities of the pre-release stuff. We have Kendo Garurumon sitting at a lovely 23. I hope he comes down a little bit. I think he's a little overpriced because at max, yes, he is played in blue hybrid. At 2, I get it. Burning Greymon's about $5. Soundbirdmon's about 10. Yeah, he's just going to keep coming down. Bushy, same thing. Commandramon, this is the one that on death, searches. Cerberus Werewolf mode, $10. Anubis, 3. Blinding Rays, wow. Blinding Ray went up a lot. That's about $17. Okay. Lobomon's about 5. Lalas. Darktramons. Okay. Aguni. Sealdramons. I know there's another alt rarity, but just keep this on your watch. Zeomon. Wargrowl. Koromon. Budmon. Trident Revolver. Tactical Retreat. Chaosdramon. Easy. Shotomon. Mishi. Boko. Marcus. Damon. Lotus. I'll Drag You Into Depths, Mecha Gargo, Senzori, Shine Greymon, Kyrie, Victory Greymon, Rizil, Hell's Gate. I don't see much more on that. So, I don't see crazy much here. Let's go over here. Battle of Omni Shout. Bought out again. Black War Growls. Sayoka, Sukuyamon's about 10. Infirmon's 13s. Pick him up if you want to have some of that. Mega Digimon Fusion's out of here. We don't care. War Mumsy maybe for this format, but outside of that, don't waste your money. Nothing really crazy here. Let's go over to the Double Diamond. Howling Memory Boost 24. Slaymon's 24. Savior Hawkmon's 18s. He is starting to slowly come down because the deck's good, but it still has issues that it has to get over. TK Kyrie's expensive. Ginkamon promotes. Zawar Swarmers, Fly Bullets, Arbormon, Happy Fly Bullet, Izzy Joe, Matt Ishida, Huckmon, Ancient Troy, Gabus, Wizard, Wyverns. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary here, and we're just dropping to the low ends here. There's some hidden value, hidden gems in here, but You're not spending too crazy much breaking the bank in this pre-release. This is the pre-release you're going to break your bank. DuroGreymon, about 40 bucks. Jet Sylphie, $45. Zarafa, 25. Burning Gray, 23. Dury is 27. Bayo is about 23. Beetlemon, 12s. Okay, Aldermon's 18. I remember this thing trying to be moved for 40. That was ridiculous. Rhino Kabu, 12. Ancient Beetle, 10s. Kota is about 13s. Rihi is about 25. Kaiser Leo's about 12. Nidhogg's about 9. Kapori's about 8 bucks. Call from Darkness, 8. Pride Memory Boost, about 8. Pick up your prides. I'm just warning you now. Skull Knightmon, pick this card up if you are going to play the deck in BT10. Once they start showing BT10, you're really going to want this, because if you're going to be playing Skull Knightmon, you're going to need this. If you're playing Dark Knightmon in general, you're going to want this card, because if you're max rating that deck, you want a playset. I'm warning you this now. Don't sleep on it. I'm just really expressing that. But outside of that, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary here. I mean, a lot of this is just going to fall to the side. So guys, what did you think of this Market Watch? Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments, and maybe I'll catch you in DigiFest Miami. Say hi, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!